Might concern the starter at Mount Ida, about 50 yards or so. You can just see her on the left-hand side there. You can see moving forward. They're approaching the starter, and they've been asked to take a turn. So the start that has, of course, provided plenty of controversy in the past. The procedures are they must not approach any faster than a trot. A moment or two still to go, I think.
They're really keen, you know, to just go one run at this and get started, because if it goes round the first time, it's really difficult to get it right the second time round.
Flag is raised here, and they're off and racing. It's a first-timer in the National. To the roars of the crowd, Longhouse Poet, one of the first to show. Barrow Saint is prominent as well. 2 for gold towards the outside with Augusta Gold also racing towards the outside as they race towards the first. Iscaria 10 is in a prominent. That's the run down towards Beechers as they race towards the first. Annabelle Fly not too far away with Cocoa Beach. Then towards the inside, Fiddler on the Roof. They leave the ground for the first time. Here's Mark Johnson.
Over the first of the 30 fences, Enjoy Delaine has unseated its rider. On the outside, Mount Ida is also down. 2 have gone at the first. They go towards the second. 2 for gold up on the outside, lands in front. 2 in second place on the inside is Cocoa Beach. They're all safely over fence number 2, and now they come up towards the first of the big open ditches. Cocoa Beach on the inside stands off with 2 for gold on the outside. Down there is Eclair Surf, and also down is Annabelle Fly. Eclair Surf and Annabelle Fly have both gone at fence number 3. Quickly on to the 4th and over to Ian Bartlett.
And one of the greys, Cocoa Beach, is out in front at the moment. Longhouse Poet, a red cap on the right. Green and red of 2 for gold is up there. Freewheeling Dylan and Lost in Translation, Iscaria 10, Augusta Gold. A yellow cap of Class Conti wide on the course is up there, as well as they jump the next to Ronam de Senam. Then Dingo Dollarus racing in company with Barrow Saint as they make their way down towards Beechers Brook. Further back then is Topfield Ben with Kildesard on the extreme outside. Fortescue is towards the back at the moment. Dacia Abbey is overall back marker as they take Beechers Brook. 2 for gold and Cocoa Beach are the pair who show out in front. They've all cleared it safely. They head now towards the Foynaven fence and coming on towards it. Cloth Cab is close up now. Longhouse Poet's off to the right. Augusta Gold, Freewheeling Dylan, Lost in Translation, Ronam de Senam, Dingo Dollar behind these any second now, and Schoolboy Hours and Iscaria 10. And Dacia Abra is being pulled up. Further back in the field is Samtini as they come over Canal Turn. 2 for gold was just the first to take it down. There's Schoolboy Hours and also Death Duty. And those are the 2 at the back of the field as we rejoin Mark.
And over the next, it was Cocoa Beach who led them over Valentine's. There are fallers at the back of the field, and it looks as though Minella Times has gone. Minella Times has gone at Valentine's. They go now on towards the next plain fence. Cocoa Beach leads 2 for gold, and then Longhouse Poet on the inside of Cloth Cat. And they're then being followed out quite wide by Lost in Translation, who races alongside Freewheeling Dylan. Then Dingo Dollar is next to the field, and then Fiddler on the Roof, Sam Crow right through on the inside as they take another plain fence. They all go over it with at the back of the field Poker Party getting slightly detached. Also Mighty Thunder is being ridden along and struggling at the back of the field as they take the final fence down this side of the course. Cocoa Beach has a lead of a couple of lengths as they go on now towards the Melling Road crossing. It is Cocoa Beach who leads the way to 2 for gold racing in second, and then towards the inside is a Longhouse Poet who's racing in a share of third, with on the outside Lost in Translation, and then Cloth Cat followed by Freewheeling Dylan, and still many of them standing as they go back onto the racecourse proper and back to Richard Hoyles.
Augusta Gold was another one that went just after Valentine's as Cocoa Beach leads 2 for gold as they race towards the run towards the home straight for the first time. Towards the outside, Lost in Translation in yellow. Longhouse Poet comes next with Cloth Cat, Freewheeling Dylan. Roman de Sanam, Sam Crow's yellow cap. Then behind these is Fiddler on the Roof. Dingo Dollar with the white cheek pieces just ahead of Iscaria 10. Then Domaine de Lille. They're being followed through by any second now, who's midfield on the inside of Santini. Then Topville Ben pulled up at the back and dismounted is Discorama before taking that fence. Discorama has been pulled up, was out in the lead. Cocoa Beach still has the advantage from in second, 2 for gold. Towards the outside, Lost in Translation, Freewheeling Dylan in similar yellow colours as they now make their way down towards the one before the chair, and there they were all just about over it. One of the loose horses was the one that made the mistake and badly balked Class Conti as they make their way now down towards the biggest fence on the course, and this is the chair. 2 for gold with a loose horse. Cocoa Beach towards the inside with Longhouse Poet as they take the chair. Longhouse Poet rises in third with Cloth Cat. Domaine de Lille blunders none unseats the rider at the chair, and also Burrows Saint is out, and also towards the outside Kildesart is another who's gone at the chair. Coco Beach and Two for Gold lead the national. From in third place, Longhouse Poet as they stream over the water. In fourth place is Lost in Translation, Noble Yeats for Sam Whaley-Cohen on the inside of Cloth Cap, Freewheeling, Dylan Santini and Sam Pro. Behind these is Fiddler on the Roof with Dingo Dollar, Ascaria 10. Any second now, Roman de Sanam, Black Lion, Topville Ben. Behind these, Poker Party. Still going as well, the likes of Good Boy Bobby, who's well back, Class Conti, Fortescue as well. Commodore is still going. Right towards the back, Snow Leopardess is pulling up. Snow Leopardess has been pulled up before heading out on that final circuit. So they're making their way on the front down towards Beaches for the second time. Two for Gold, Coco Beach. On the outside, Lost in Translation. They're the front wave with Longhouse Poet as we're back to Mark.
So they go over the first fence on their second circuit. They will be bypassing the open ditch in 2 fences time, and it is still Coco Beach and Two for Gold, the first two. Longhouse Poet then on the inside of Freewheeling Dylan, and then Sam Crow and Santini is creeping a little closer, and now they're going to have to angle right to the wide outside of this open ditch as they bypass it, and it's now Two for Gold who's got a lead of a length and a half over Coco Beach in second. Freewheeling Dylan is third. On the wide outside, Lost in Translation in fourth. Longhouse Poet is in fifth. Ascaria 10 is racing in sixth. Sam Crow is in seventh. Santini is in eighth, followed then by Dingo Dollar as they go over the next and back to Ian Bartlett.
And it's still Two for Gold, and there's green and red colours showing in front. Coco Beach, the grey on the left, is Lost in Translation in yellow. On the right is Longhouse Poet, a dark jacket, a red cap. Freewheeling Dylan, Ascaria 10, the next pair of runners. Roman de Senam behind those. To Sam Crow, the grey colours of Santini, the orange sleeve jacket of Noble Yeats. Dingo Dollars behind this. Topville Ben comes next as they head down toward Beaches Brook, and Cloth Cap has been pulled up before taking Beaches, but still Two for Gold and Coco Beach the leaders. To Longhouse Poet, took it just about in third position at this stage. Brahma Bull is the final one continuing as they move on towards the Foynaven fence. Lost in Translation, Freewheeling Dylan, Noble Yeats right in behind the leaders. Longhouse Poet, a mistake there. Ascaria 10, Santini, Fiddler on the Roof, Ronan de Senam behind these any second now, and Sam Crow. Fortescue is there. Further back behind these comes Delta Work, and then Black Line as they take the canal turn. Coco Beach and Two for Gold, the leaders over it. Behind them, Lost in Translation. Then Dingo Dollar has unseated the rider. Right at the back is Brahma Bull. The last one at the moment is Mighty Thunder. Here's Mark.
So it is Longhouse Poet on the inside who comes through to lead as they crossed over Valentine's Brook to Freewheeling Dylan, and then the grey Coco Beach on the outside, Lost in Translation, and then Noble Yeats just in behind them. Two for Gold beginning to struggle now and being pushed along, passed by Ascaria 10 towards the outside. Santini is on the heels of that leading group, and so too is Fiddler on the Roof, and also any second now creeping into contention as they go over the open ditch, and it was Coco Beach who just had the lead as they took that. The unseated rider was Fortescue, and pulling up at the back of the field is Good Boy Bobby as they go now on towards the third from home. On the outside, Coco Beach the grey just had the lead over Freewheeling Dylan, and right on the inside is that's Longhouse Poet, and then back in fourth position is Noble Yeats for Sam Whaley-Cohen. Now they cross over the Melling Road. Ascaria 10 is racing in fifth position. Still there are plenty in with a chance, so they have just two more fences to take the conclusion of the Randox Grand National with Richard Hoyles.
So we've got about 10 in this leading bunch, and it's made up of Longhouse Poet on the inside, of Freewheeling Dylan, the grey Coco Beach. Great ride for Sam Whaley-Cohen on his last ride for Noble Yeats. Ascaria 10, Santini comes next behind these, and racing towards the next is Santini, and then behind these is Fiddler on the Roof. Racing Pro amongst horses is Delta Work getting involved at any second now towards the outside as they make their journey now down towards the next fence, and they're bunching up in the National. Longhouse Poet and Noble Yeats. Delta Work at any second now. These quartet now begin to surge to the lead. It's Noble Yeats who heads down towards the last in the National. With any second now, Delta Work back in fourth place, and ridden along now is Fiddler on the Roof. Any second now, and Noble Yeats land over the last in the National. Noble Yeats on the far side for Sam Whaley-Cohen. Any second now for Mark Walsh. The two of them race towards the elbow. Delta Work and Santini for the places as they race inside the final 150 yards. Noble Yeats, Sam Whaley-Cohen on his last ride, trying to repel any second now, and he's eked out a length advantage. Noble Yeats on the run to the line for the Whaley-Cohens. Any second now, Delta Work and Santini, but up towards the line. What a way to go out! Sam Whaley-Cohen and Noble Yeats for Erin Mullins won the National. Any second now, Delta Work, Santini's home in fourth. In fifth is Fiddler
lead in his 7th. Coco Beach has finished in 8th. Then behind these, Escaria 10. Also finishing is Roman de Sanam, head of Sam Crow. Commodore has got round without his irons, crossing the line as well. Class Conti has finished, pulled up on the run-in, lost in translation. A 50-1 farewell present for Noble Yeats. Mr. Sam Whaley-Cohen, the amateur rider who's excelled over these fences in the Fox Hunters for years, on his final ride has won the Grand National for his father and Emmett Mullins.
Are you with me?
Yeah.